Welcome to this transformative self-coaching program designed to help you integrate and heal the pattern and beliefs of low self-esteem. This is an emotional EMDR mini course whose goal is to guide you through a process of understanding, reframing, and building resilience to this pattern or belief. It is recommended that you use this program in full screen mode, while sitting still and upright. Follow the movements of the ball or pattern on the screen with your eyes. As the words from the audio are spoken, notice the feelings they evoke in your body and any mental images that may arise. If your mind starts to wander, gently redirect your focus back to the moving ball or pattern. Optionally, or if you are not able to use video, you can also tap on one or more EFT points. How it works. In step 1, we evoke the distressful emotional state of the belief or pattern. Note: this can be emotionally triggering. Take full responsibility for your well-being. In step 2, we offer ourselves loving, compassionate self-acceptance for this state and beliefs. We then reframe the belief, pattern or state with new positive suggestions to the mind. We then bridge the mind into the new, more positive reality. We finally express gratitude for the new positive reality, taking it as fact. Ready. Section 1. Unpacking emotional experiences. We begin with a setup of the issue. Even though I struggle with this pattern, I choose to still deeply love, honor and accept myself, and I am open to a more empowering state of being. Take a deep breath. I've always felt like I'm not as good as others, ever since I was a child. My parents never seemed satisfied with anything I did, and that still haunts me. I often hear this voice in my head saying I'm not worthy of love or success. I carry this deep-seated belief that I'm destined to fail, no matter what I try. In social situations, I feel like everyone is judging me, so I avoid them as much as possible. I struggle to see a future where I'm happy and fulfilled. I have this constant fear that I'll mess up every good thing that comes my way. I keep thinking that I don't deserve to be happy or successful. My family's history of struggle and failure seems to dictate my life too. I often find myself sabotaging opportunities because I feel like I don't deserve them. I feel like my past lives have left me with this burden of unworthiness. I'm always worried that people will find out I'm a fraud. I can't seem to escape the feeling that I'm just not enough. I'm convinced that I'll never be able to achieve my dreams. I find it hard to form close relationships because I don't feel worthy of love. I'm always comparing myself to others and feeling inferior. I fear that my future is going to be filled with loneliness and failure. I believe that my negative thoughts are preventing me from being happy. I'm stuck in a job I hate because I'm afraid to reach for something better. I feel like I'm carrying the weight of my ancestors' failures. My health suffers because I'm always stressed and anxious about not being good enough. I have a pattern of entering into relationships where I'm not valued. I'm scared that I'll always be trapped in this cycle of low self-esteem. I feel like I'm not in control of my life, and things will never get better. I often think that I don't deserve good things in life. I see myself continuing to struggle with self-worth in the future. I'm constantly battling with the fear of rejection and criticism. I believe that I'm destined to repeat the same mistakes and failures. I feel disconnected from others because I think they're better than me. I'm worried that my lack of self-esteem will always hold me back. I feel powerless to change my negative thought patterns. I'm terrified of taking risks because I expect to fail. I think that no matter what I do, I'll never be content with who I am. I'm haunted by the belief that I'm fundamentally flawed. I foresee a future where I'm still battling with these feelings of inadequacy. Section 2. Feel into this balanced, compassionate perspective from your inner coach. Maintain your attention on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. I gently embrace my feelings of not being as good as others, recognizing them as part of my unique journey. I lovingly accept the lingering impact of my parents' dissatisfaction, acknowledging its presence in my life. I warmly welcome the voice in my head that doubts my worthiness, understanding its intention to protect me. I compassionately hold the belief of being destined to fail, recognizing it as a part of my growth. I kindly acknowledge my discomfort in social situations, seeing it as a reflection of my sensitivity. I tenderly accept my struggle to envision a happy future, knowing it's part of my path towards it. I compassionately embrace my fear of ruining good things, understanding it as a sign of my awareness of their value. I gently hold the thought of not deserving happiness, recognizing it as a part of my learning process. I lovingly accept my family's history as a part of my story, understanding its influence on me. I warmly embrace my tendency to sabotage opportunities, seeing it as a protective mechanism. I kindly acknowledge any burdens from past lives, understanding them as part of my current evolution. I compassionately recognize my worries of being exposed as a fraud, understanding them as part of my desire for authenticity. I tenderly embrace the feeling of not being enough, seeing it as a sign of my evolving self-awareness. I compassionately hold the conviction of not achieving my dreams, recognizing it as a catalyst for growth. I lovingly accept my difficulty in forming close relationships, understanding it as part of my journey towards self-love. I gently acknowledge my habit of comparing myself to others, recognizing it as part of my human experience. I warmly embrace my fears of a lonely and unsuccessful future, seeing them as part of my path towards peace. I kindly hold my belief that negative thoughts hinder my happiness, understanding it as part of my learning. I compassionately accept my reluctance to leave a job I dislike, recognizing it as part of my journey towards courage. I tenderly embrace the weight of my ancestors' failures, seeing it as a part of my heritage. I lovingly acknowledge the impact of stress on my health, understanding it as a sign of my sensitivity. I compassionately hold my pattern of undervalued relationships, seeing it as part of my path to self-respect. I gently embrace my fear of being trapped in low self-esteem, recognizing it as part of my evolution. I kindly accept my feeling of lack of control, understanding it as a step towards empowerment. I warmly welcome my doubts about deserving good things, seeing them as part of my growth. I tenderly hold my ongoing struggle with self-worth, recognizing it as part of my journey towards self-acceptance. I compassionately embrace my fear of rejection and criticism, understanding them as part of my desire for connection. I lovingly accept the belief that I'm destined to repeat mistakes, seeing it as part of my learning process. I gently acknowledge my feelings of disconnection, recognizing them as part of my path to genuine connection. I kindly hold my worries about self-esteem hindering me, understanding them as part of my journey towards confidence. I warmly embrace my feeling of powerlessness to change negative thoughts, seeing it as a step towards empowerment. I tenderly accept my fear of taking risks, recognizing it as part of my path to bravery. I lovingly acknowledge my doubts about ever being content, understanding them as part of my pursuit of fulfillment. I compassionately hold the belief of being fundamentally flawed, seeing it as a part of my journey towards self-acceptance. I gently embrace my foresight of future battles with inadequacy, recognizing it as part of my path towards inner peace. Section 3. Visualizing positive change. Take a deep breath. I am open to the possibility of seeing myself as equally valuable as others, embracing my unique qualities. I am choosing to focus on creating my own path of satisfaction, independent of my parents' perspectives. I am ready to let go of self-doubt and embrace my inherent worthiness of love and success. I am beginning to see that I am capable of success, and each attempt is a step towards my achievement. I am willing to consider that my presence is valued in social situations, and I can engage confidently. I am opening myself up to envisioning a future filled with happiness and fulfillment. I am learning to trust in my ability to nurture and grow the good things that come into my life. I am embracing the opportunity to believe in my right to happiness and success. I am choosing to see the value in my family's history, using it as a foundation for my own success. I am ready to embrace opportunities confidently, knowing I am deserving of them. I am open to releasing burdens from past lives, allowing myself to live freely in the present. I am beginning to see my authenticity, understanding that I am genuine and capable. I am allowing myself to feel adequate and complete, celebrating my uniqueness. I am choosing to believe in the possibility of achieving my dreams, one step at a time. I am opening myself up to forming meaningful relationships, recognizing my worthiness of love. I am ready to let go of comparisons, focusing on my own unique strengths and achievements. I am embracing the idea of a future filled with companionship and success. I am shifting towards positive thinking, knowing it enhances my happiness. I am prepared to seek a career that brings me joy and fulfillment, trusting in my capabilities. I am choosing to release the burden of ancestral failures, forging my own path of success. I am open to the possibility of cultivating peace and well-being, alleviating stress and anxiety. I am ready to engage in relationships where I am valued and respected. I am beginning to see myself breaking free from the cycle of low self-esteem, growing in confidence. I am open-minded about gaining control of my life, creating a brighter future. I am embracing the idea of deserving good things in life, allowing myself to receive them with gratitude. I am open to the possibility of developing a strong sense of self-worth, feeling confident in myself. I am choosing now to embrace my ability to handle rejection and criticism positively, seeing them as opportunities for growth. I am open to the idea of learning from my mistakes, and not repeating them, forging a path of wisdom and success. I am willing to explore connections with others, recognizing our shared humanity and equal worth. I am ready to let go of self-doubt, stepping forward with confidence and self-assurance. I am beginning to see the power in changing my negative thought patterns, embracing a mindset of positivity. I am open to taking calculated risks, understanding that they are steps towards growth and success. I am choosing to focus on being content with who I am, appreciating my unique qualities and achievements. I am willing to consider that I am not fundamentally flawed, but uniquely perfect in my imperfections. I am preparing to face future challenges with strength and confidence, knowing that I am capable of overcoming them. Section 4. Bridging the two worlds from emotion to aspiration. Remember to maintain your focus on the EMDR screen, following the movements of the shape or pattern with your eyes. Even though I've always felt like I'm not as good as others, I gently embrace these feelings, and I am open to the possibility of seeing myself as equally valuable as others. Although my parents never seemed satisfied with anything I did, I lovingly accept this impact, and I am choosing to focus on creating my own path of satisfaction. While I often hear this voice saying I'm not worthy of love or success, I warmly welcome it and am ready to embrace my inherent worthiness. Even though I carry a belief that I'm destined to fail, I compassionately hold this belief and am beginning to see my capability for success. Though I feel judged in social situations, I kindly acknowledge this discomfort and am willing to consider that my presence is valued. While struggling to see a happy future, I tenderly accept this struggle and am opening myself to envisioning a fulfilled future. Even though I fear messing up good things, I compassionately embrace this fear and am learning to trust my ability to nurture them. Although I think I don't deserve happiness, I gently hold this thought and am embracing the opportunity to believe in my right to it. While my family's history seems to dictate my life, I lovingly accept its influence and choose to see its value as a foundation for success. Even though I sabotage opportunities feeling undeserving, I warmly embrace this tendency and am ready to confidently embrace opportunities. Though I feel burdened by past lives, I kindly acknowledge these burdens and am open to living freely in the present. While worried about being seen as a fraud, I compassionately recognize these worries and am beginning to see my authenticity. Even though I feel not enough, I tenderly embrace this feeling and am allowing myself to feel adequate and complete. Though I'm convinced I'll never achieve my dreams, I compassionately hold this conviction and am choosing to believe in their possibility. While finding it hard to form close relationships, I lovingly accept this difficulty and am opening myself to forming meaningful ones. Though I always compare myself to others, I gently acknowledge this habit and am ready to let go of comparisons. Even though I fear a future of loneliness and failure, I warmly embrace these fears and am embracing the idea of a successful future. While believing negative thoughts prevent happiness, I kindly hold this belief and am shifting towards positive thinking. Though stuck in a job I hate, I compassionately accept this reluctance and am prepared to seek a fulfilling career. Even though I feel the weight of my ancestors' failures, I tenderly embrace this weight and am choosing to forge my own success path. While my health suffers from stress about not being good enough, I lovingly acknowledge this impact and am open to cultivating peace. Though I enter undervalued relationships, I compassionately hold this pattern and am ready to engage in relationships where I am respected. Even though I fear being trapped in low self-esteem, I gently embrace this fear and am beginning to see myself breaking free and growing in confidence. While feeling out of control of my life, I kindly accept this feeling and am open-minded about gaining control and creating a brighter future. Although I often think I don't deserve good things, I warmly welcome these doubts and am embracing the idea of deserving happiness. Even though I see myself struggling with self-worth, I tenderly hold this struggle and am open to developing a strong sense of self-confidence. Though battling fear of rejection and criticism, I compassionately embrace these fears and am choosing to embrace my ability to handle them positively. While believing I'm destined to repeat mistakes, I lovingly accept this belief and am open to learning from them, not repeating them. Though feeling disconnected from others, I gently acknowledge these feelings and am willing to explore connections, recognizing our shared worth. Even though I worry about my self-esteem holding me back, I kindly hold these worries and am ready to let go of self-doubt. While feeling powerless to change negative thoughts, I warmly embrace this feeling and am beginning to see the power in positive thinking. Though terrified of taking risks, I tenderly accept this fear and am open to taking calculated risks as steps towards growth. Even though I doubt I'll ever be content, I lovingly acknowledge these doubts and am choosing to focus on being content with who I am. While haunted by the belief of being fundamentally flawed, I compassionately hold this belief and am willing to consider my unique perfection. Though foreseeing a future of battling inadequacy, I gently embrace this foresight and am preparing to face challenges with strength and confidence. If you were tapping, you can stop as we go into gratitude. Section 5. Preemptive gratitude for transformation. These affirmations are designed to uplift your spirit, align you with your highest self, and resonate with the boundless love and support that the universe offers you. I am grateful for my journey towards recognizing my unique value and worth. I appreciate the strength I have found in creating my own path of satisfaction. I am thankful for the love and success that I now recognize as my inherent rights. I am grateful for each failure that has been a stepping stone to my achievements. I appreciate the courage I've developed to engage confidently in social situations. I am thankful for the vision of happiness and fulfillment that I now hold in my heart. I am grateful for the trust I have cultivated in nurturing and growing the good things in my life. I appreciate my newfound belief in my right to happiness and success. I am thankful for the lessons and strengths derived from my family's history. I appreciate my ability to confidently embrace opportunities, knowing I deserve them. I am grateful for releasing the burdens of the past and living freely in the present. I am thankful for recognizing my authenticity and the value I bring to the world. I appreciate my journey towards feeling adequate and complete, celebrating my uniqueness. I am grateful for the belief in the possibility of achieving my dreams. I appreciate the openness in my heart to form meaningful relationships and experience love. I am thankful for the self-awareness that has led me away from comparison and towards self-appreciation. I appreciate my evolving vision of a future filled with companionship and success. I am grateful for the shift towards positive thinking that enhances my happiness. I appreciate the courage to seek a career that aligns with my passions and brings joy. I am thankful for the strength to release ancestral burdens and create my own legacy of success. I appreciate the peace and well-being I have cultivated, reducing stress and improving my health. I am grateful for the self-respect that leads me to relationships where I am valued and appreciated. I appreciate my growth in confidence and the breaking free from the cycle of low self-esteem. I am thankful for gaining control of my life and creating a future brighter than I ever imagined. I appreciate my ability to accept and receive good things in life with gratitude. I am grateful for the development of a strong sense of self-worth and the confidence that comes with it. I appreciate my ability to handle rejection and criticism constructively, seeing them as opportunities for growth. I am thankful for the wisdom gained from past mistakes and the courage to forge a new path. I appreciate the connections I've made, recognizing the shared humanity and worth in each of us. I am grateful for the strength to overcome self-doubt and embrace my potential. I appreciate my newfound power in transforming negative thought patterns into positive affirmations. I am thankful for the bravery to take risks and the growth that comes from stepping out of my comfort zone. I appreciate my journey towards contentment, valuing myself and my unique qualities. I am grateful for the understanding that I am perfectly imperfect, embracing my unique self. I appreciate the preparedness and confidence I have developed to face future challenges and embrace my capabilities. Section 6. Closing and next steps. Take a deep, rejuvenating breath. Congratulations on completing this transformative session. Take a note of how you feel in comparison to how you started, and consider journaling your notes about this session and any areas you'd like to explore. Be attentive to the potential reduction in the emotional weight of certain memories and actual circumstance shifts in your daily life. Note that it may take one, several, or many uses of this program to completely clear or reframe this pattern and beliefs. This program and affirmations serve to fortify your inner journey toward a more empowered state. Feel free to revisit them whenever you need to. For more details, see the link in the bio or description.